No need to panic any longer.
There's going to be a podcast, everybody.
There's gonna be a podcast.
Humanity. It's for humanity.
Very soon. 5,
4,
3,
2,
and 1.
Hello world, here's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, bienvenue, welcome to the Happy Hour.
Welcome back, Happy Hour listeners. It is the official end of every season of hockey for every branch of the Montreal Canadiens. The Habs, the Rocket now, and the Lions. Off season. They have all failed.
Oh, no.
The Rocket got demolished by Utica. Surprised the hell out of me.
Yeah.
They were shut out 4-0 in the first game, and then they just and then game 2, it's a best of 3 series. Then game 2 last Saturday, they didn't have it in them. Best of 3, yeah, it's like a play-in round of sorts. Oh, son of a
Okay.
yeah, it's so because
Oh, what a shame.
yeah, the 4th and 5th seed in the North Division have a play-in, so which would mean if the Rocket had won, they would go up against the Marlies, while the Marlies have a bye week. So it's a pretty heavily favored for the top seed in the AHL for the North Division. But don't even have to worry about that anymore because they're out.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And even
Enjoy your summer,
the coach for the Rockets said, yeah, the team wasn't built for the playoffs. So it's like, oh, okay, there it is. Done.
That's an indictment.
So I guess that's that.
Bit of an indictment because playoffs is when it counts.
Yep. So that means well, it's been it's been a weird season for the Habs in general. My name's David Auger. I'm at Glaucus. Fuck you, Twitter, you bastard. I'm at Glaucus123 on Twitter.com. Joined as always by Veronica.
How many accounts is that for you?
6.
5? 6. I'm at CHILE_pepper. I've managed to never be. I've never been suspended or banned or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's because you're classy in how you attack people. I just tell people they're fucking idiots.
I've abandoned class. In the last fucking 6 years, it's like we're past this now. Let's be real. Anyway,
I roll around
_pepper on all the platforms.
I roll around in the gutter with those scumbags, and every time I'm the one that faces consequences. I cannot wait until the day that Lindsey Graham is arrested or something, and it's like, oh, can I have my fucking account back now that the guy's a traitor? Anyway.
He is a traitor.
He's a piece of shit.
Whether you get your account back or not. But what was I going to say? I'm remaining Twitter, even though last week it was, what was the last straw for me? The proverbial last straw. Some stupid shit that Elon did that I was, it's like the blue check stuff, but it wasn't even that stuff. But I just thought, you know what? It's time to leave. It's time to leave here. It's time to leave here because now we're elevating all of his little fanboys and, it's become this weird world where they're trying to chastise people for not paying a billionaire $8 a month for a free app.
It's the craziest thing where I'm like, you know what? Jack was doing a better job at this. Jack
of all people.
Yeah, and the original owner of Twitter. Fuck.
The reason I remain is to be a part of the resistance.
Yeah.
And I Elon every chance I get, and I've never gotten suspended.
Well,
so
must be nice.
I haven't purchased a blue check. Nobody sees my tweets, but yeah, I'm just here as a part of the resistance. And when Blue Sky goes live, I'm fucking out of here.
Haven't even heard of it.
Blue Sky. Sign up, Dave. It's the new Twitter. It's the new Jack Dorsey thing.
Oh, really?
Yes. And
it got so bad that Jack would. Oh, okay.
This is the for a long time in the works. People on Android are already on this on beta. One word. I'm on the wait list and have been for several months, and apparently it's going to be a while. But yeah, get on the wait list. And from the looks of it, it's like everything is like Twitter. And as long as Nazis aren't glorified and fucking what's that asshole, the Andrew Tate, those kind of people aren't allowed on there. I just want the Habs fans to, if the Habs fans had all moved to Post or some other, I'd be gone. That's like the really only reason that I want to talk to people.
Yeah, all the people that all the people that initially moved to Post, they haven't posted anything in like 3 months. So it's like everyone.
I know.
So funny statistic about Twitter there of in regards to the blue checkmark stuff. So apparently all the blue check marks got scrubbed. Like they all got scrubbed from people that everybody.
The genuine verified.
Except for those that pay for it. Now, this guy Ben Collins, I don't know who he is.
He's the best. He just won a major journalistic award.
Yeah, senior reporter on NBC.
I have an anecdote later. Yeah.
He mentioned that of the 420,000 legacy verified blue checks. So 420,000 people that were verified because they were a person that was not like the ditch diggers that you and I are. They did something. They did something notable. About 320, I'm going to repeat this, out of 420,000, 320 of them signed up for Twitter Blue. And then afterwards, 290 of them got rid of Twitter Blue after the fact. So a net gain of 30 people on subscription, which is mind-blowing to me. I can't verify if that's like true or not. However, given the amount of people that have legacy check marks that are like, I don't want this. It's like almost every celebrity person, every journalist person says, I'm not going to pay for this shit. We make the content and pay? No, fuck that.
We are the content creators. Even you folks like you and I, you and me, David, we're the content creators. But it's not just that on principle they don't want to pay. It's because if they have a blue check mark, they're like all of these fucking basement fucking dwelling Nazis that have 20 followers that joined in March, that all have a blue check mark. Like the blue check mark is now meaningless. It's rendered meaningless. Verification is a meaningless notion now, because all it means is that you have $8 to give to a billionaire, and he's duping you into thinking that you're owning the libs by having this blue check mark. Give me your money.
It's so
get to say that you own the libs.
People just folks, the what's the term that I put on them? What's the term that I put on them? The willfully ignorant love being grifted. Love it. Absolutely love it. Like Giuseppe Mercandante, who responded to Ben Collins' tweet about the 420,000, blah, blah, blah. He's like, this is a complete lie. Laughing face, laughing face, laughing face.
Oh, yeah.
And then he gets, like, it's just, the responses to that tweet, it's just the guy, like, I responded to him. I said, hey, just because you paid for it, because he does, he has a check mark, paid for it. Just because you paid for it doesn't make it untrue. Enjoy the grift. I have I got the ratio as, which means that I was correct in internet terms. Doesn't have to matter. Just have to matter that some people out there was like, I read this and I accept it. Anyway.
There are a number of tweets out there that if you just go into the replies, it's an excellent guide on who to block. I now officially blocked, Dave. I'm going to send out a screenshot later. Almost twice as many people on Twitter as I follow.
Oh, that's nothing. I have a whole world to show you about the blue checkmark fiasco, because how that affects sex workers is very bad.
Oh, what?
Sex workers that subscribe to Twitter Blue in order to get more engagement are being blocked by people that don't want to see blue check marks, and it's not fair to them.
Yeah, well, I don't want to see naked ladies on my shit either.
Right.
Honestly,
However,
just mute them.
right, that's the thing. Block all the blue check marks you want. If it's a lady doing
Yeah.
OnlyFans stuff, just mute.
Yeah, she's just trying to make money.
Just trying to make money.
Fucking
Deserves
kid.
it. She's just
Yeah.
trying to get through college or whatever else.
Pay the rent.
Car payment, you know.
It's a job.
Yeah, you know. You get a
It's a
Rolls
job.
Royce, it's expensive, so. I am looking for news on the
I did not know
Habs.
about that. That's an interesting angle.
I've been looking for news on the Habs all day. And the only thing that we could ever really talk about are prospects playing in the juniors right now, which we could do, but I'm not going to.
No,
Because I did not
can't-
do my due diligence, because it is officially the off season. And the next thing that we can even possibly talk about would be,
David Savard.
oh yeah, Savard did get something. That is right.
He had a nice little article written about him yesterday, and I like as everybody who listens knows, I love that guy.
Nah, he's awesome. A lot of people shit on, like, he's, for me, you guys love Montembeau. I love Savard. Savard can
I
do
love
no wrong.
No,
No, but
he can do no wrong.
what did the oh yeah, he got the coaches award, the Jacques
Unsung.
Bouchon.
As Jacques Beauchamp,
Yeah. So
unsung hero. That and that's what I kept on calling it last week, and that was the caption on the Montreal Canadiens article about him. I think it was yesterday.
yeah, they
maybe
called it something about the intangibles of David
Yes.
Savard,
Yeah.
you know, go a long way for the team. And I absolutely believe that. Moving
100%.
forward, until the Keaton Goulies, the Arbor Jack guys, until, you know, the younger core, you know, get their shit together, we're going to need people like Savard. We're going to need people like Edmondson. We're going to need people
I.e. stay healthy.
like Matheson too. Matheson
Oh.
is the guy that I think is going to be the elder statesman once you know, the rookies get good. And
And-
that's going to be quite a time.
Like with the intangibles with Matheson too, which we've extolled many a time here on the podcast, is that he's a local guy and so happy to fucking be there. And
Mhm.
so like, you know, it's just like that is the kind of thing that rubs off on the younger kids.
For sure. But the thing even so is that there's Savard and Matheson, two completely different players, but you can like, the thing that I noticed with him, and we're going to get into like analytics and eye test here a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Matheson passes the eye test very well,
Oh, yeah.
and the analytics test.
Fast too, dude.
Savard, not quite the eye test. Mine, I'm probably not even quite the
Yeah, he's Mr. Intangible.
yeah. But I mean, if you want a shot blocked, David Savard is going to find a way to block that shot. It's
Oh,
kind of like in Moneyball when they're drafting, that one scene where they're drafting all the players there, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, we need Joe Schmo from Montana." It's like, why the hell do we need Joe Schmo from Montana? Because he never leaves his base. First baseman never leaves his base ever.
At
Ever.
home defenseman.
So stuff like that.
Okay, so Max has been trying to get me for years to watch Moneyball.
Decent movie, honestly. One of
Yeah.
Brad Pitt and the funny
I
guy
slightly have
from
a thing against Brad Pitt.
because of Brangelina. Yeah.
No, it's just I slightly have a thing against Brad Pitt. Not entirely, but
Oh yeah, Pittinston. Yep.
that reason it's not like, oh my god, I have to see this.
Yeah.
Never.
No, I was never like that either. Like Moneyball, when I saw Moneyball, this was in the before times when I was living with my parents, not in the
And also
basement.
Jonah Hill, turns out he's a bit of a fucking dick.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard the opposite. Thought he was all
I've
right.
heard the affirmative.
He seemed I thought he was more of like a hippie type of guy. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Cuz super
Also,
bad.
the way looks great, but for like, yeah, I shouldn't be completely talking out of school, but I mean, everybody's a dick, right? Like according to somebody.
Never meet
So-
your heroes ever.
Exactly. Maybe I should give him a second chance, but I read a couple of things about him that I thought I don't like him.
Not great. Are you sure you're not getting him mixed up with James Corden?
No, I'm not. I've never liked James Corden.
Oh, really? Okay. I've
Never.
never. I only heard about the restaurant thing, and then his show got
Yeah.
canceled, and blah blah blah.
No, I've never liked that guy. I've never liked his show, which is, I'm contradicting myself because I've seen the car karaoke that he does. He's done it with Michelle Obama, and of course I love those people. And he did a thing too with Prince Harry, who is, he's like my
Wah.
second son. He's like my third child. I've always treated him as my own child. He did a thing with Prince Harry that was so charming and well done. When they first moved to California, it was really, really.
I
Yeah.
see. All right, cool.
Look it up on YouTube.
That's nice. To have to yell at those people in the restaurant in New York. It's such a.
No.
It's like polar opposites that you would expect. Like I would never act like that at a restaurant. I'd probably leave. I'd be like, I'm sick of this. I'm leaving. Bye. Something like that. Not like
100%. I judge people and correctly judge people by how they treat service staff.
oh my god, 100%, 100%.
100%.
The only time where I break that rule is fast food. If I don't get my fucking sauce in the bag in the drive-through,
No, I know.
I'm losing my shit.
Okay, so
I become full on. We need robots running fast food.
or you move it out of park.
I do.
That's my rule.
I do.
You?
I do.
Okay, well, then it's your fault.
And then when that sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. So when I'm there and it's like, oh shit, can I get sauce? And Lady's like, okay. And I'm like, all right, great. It's the times where I like drive up and I'm like, fuck. And I'm at the turnoff to like get back on the main road and I look in the bag. I'm like, fuck. So then I have to 20-point turn back into the place, park my car in a huff, march in there, wait at the counter, be like, hey, can I get some sauce, please? And then they give me
Remember
sauce and
when
I
you
walk out.
used to get ketchup, like no questions asked?
Oh, I'm
And now
talking.
you have to ask for it. If you don't ask for it, you don't fucking get it. At least not at my McDonald's on St. John's in Port Moody.
So ketchup's different for me because I usually don't use ketchup.
I
I'm
know.
not a-
I like vinegar. I like vinegar for my fries.
God.
And they do not give you that unless you ask specifically.
Yes, that I can understand. It's like asking for buffalo sauce or something for your fry. I don't know. It's something different. Anyway, David Savard, great player. Mike Matheson, great player. Doing very well.
Yeah, Mike Matheson and both guys, Gauthier Nu, just great assets to have for the young kids, of which we have many.
Oh my god,
many-
almost too many.
And like I don't know if I said this to you last week, Dave, or if I said it to Max, but if they don't do anything in goal in the off season, that just means they're throwing another season.
Yeah,
Because they threw this season, like they threw it.
I'm really not sure. I mean, and I do agree with that. It's such a weird thing because how do you? And I think Mark Dumont even had like an article about this that I skimmed over. Didn't read completely because I hate reading. And I do like reading. Just
I love reading. It's my fucking favorite.
I have very selective attention when it comes to reading, and when it comes to certain sports articles, I'm like, ugh, fuck that.
Okay, can I just interject really quickly?
Sure.
I subscribed to Apple News because it's unreliable now to kind of condense your news on Twitter just because of all of the shit that's out there. So I recently subscribed to Apple News, and subscribed, and you can subscribe to or sort of like join all of these different like Rolling Stone magazine, Vanity Fair, The New Yorker.
Oh, yeah, I
The
use
Atlantic,
it.
all of the you have Apple News?
Yeah, I use it. I read it every
Okay,
once in a
so
while.
I'm reading all day. And
I
I even read the Wall Street Journal because I want to give the other guys the benefit of the doubt. I want to see what they're saying. Peggy Noonan once had me until about the middle of an article. But yeah, I find it a really good source of reliable journalism. Like there's a lot of stuff on the conservative side that is reliable and that is digestible, and like you can have a conversation. It's not all of this mega bullshit, right?
And
Anyway,
and National Geographic is also on Apple News,
oh,
which is fantastic. But no, I actually do. I have Apple News. I usually have it up when I'm waiting for food to come my way. Whenever I go get noodles on the weekend, I usually read through a few articles. Also,
it is actually it's pretty addictive.
I also have the morning wrap-ups from Washington
Yeah, you
Post
told me about that.
and New York
And the
Times.
New York Times.
I get both of those and I read through those. So I do read, Veronica. However, certain sports people, I simply look at it, I'm like, whatever.
Oh yeah,
and go on from
I
there.
hardly read any sports anymore.
With that being said, how do you judge this season when they were the most injured team in the league? Which means if they were the most injured team in the league, that means that Laval too had no chance of evaluating, their team, because half of their, blazing guns were playing for the Habs.
Yeah.
So when you mentioned that if you don't think they're going to go for a goalie this offseason, I don't think they are. As much as my rancor with Montembeault persists, he's going to be their guy for a bit.
Well, and with Jake Allen, Allen is the presumptive number one.
Yeah, I wonder about him. Was he injured, or did they just not play him?
Yeah, he was hurt.
Okay.
No, he was hurt for a good part of the season, but like when you went on your rampage against Samuel Montembeault, which I'm sorry to bring that up again, but I
Justified.
did go back and look at their numbers, and Samuel Montembeault, he was just better than Jake Allen. His numbers were better.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course they're going to be better because he was shelled every night that he played. 40 shots, 50 shots. Of course the numbers are going to skew a bit.
So he was better. So he made more saves than the other guy.
Yet, where are the Habs right now? In the basement.
I think that you're wrong to have no faith in Montembeault. He's a baby. He's also a baby.
Did the international, because he's going to be playing for Canada. I wonder if those games started. I don't think they did yet, though.
What games?
He's playing for Team Canada.
When? For what?
The IIHF, the World Championship, May 12 to 28. Oh, okay. Wait, I got it. 1 second. I'm going to try to bring up a roster for that. Let's see. World Championship. Oh, this is fun. If you think the NHL website's bad.
Oh God. No, yes. Oh my God.
They put
Canada's website is the worst.
Wait. Okay. They put Team Canada in the same group as Chechnya, Kazakhstan, Latvia, Norway, Slovakia, Slovenia, and Switzerland.
Oh, fuck, man. Those fan bases are so much fun.
However, so that's Group B. Group A is US, Austria, Denmark, Finland, France, Sweden, Hungary, Germany. What a no, Russia. Good. Fuck them.
I feel so bad for Russia because Russians are good people. Vladimir Putin, evil man.
Yeah.
And all of the oligarchs but the Russians and it makes me so sad.
Yeah, it's that's too bad, isn't it?
All getting fucked over there.
They don't have
Can't even fucking eat.
Yeah, they don't even have the roster finalized for that, it looks like, because it's not on the website. Huh.
No.
Because I was wondering who he's actually going to be playing with. Because, of course, Montembeault's going to do great with Team Canada. If Team Canada loses, that's Montembeault's fault.
Stop it.
It's simply facts. I'm telling you. Zach Fucali
Oh, God.
was a fucking gold medal championship player in the World Juniors for Team Canada. And had a bit of a flash in the pan with Laval, had some moments with the Habs. Now he's a second string guy for the Capitals, I think, maybe. Same thing with Lindgren. I see Montembeault as Fucali. I see Montembeault as Lindgren. Granted, I would pick Montembeault over both of them, but to me, he's in the same.
They don't even approach where Montembeault, where they were with the Habs. They don't even approach where Montembeault is. Period. Sorry, they don't.
That's the type of player that I lump him in with, though. Yeah, how old is Montembeault? 23.
He's a baby. I don't know. He's like 26, didn't we say?
Yeah, 26. Yeah. Is he 23 or 33? Kind of hard to tell.
He's got such a baby face, and his
he does.
Except Jeff Petrie. Jeff Petrie didn't like him.
No.
Jeff Petrie didn't like him.
Weird.
Yeah,
so aside from David Savard, they also had, summer playlists came out, the Bleu Blanc Rouge bursary program? Don't know what a bursary is.
It's not like a scholarship?
Financial support to schools in underprivileged areas. Oh, yeah, Habs are helping out with that. Oh, wow. Laval playoff primer. That did not work out. And then high school in Lachine won inaugural Cool Your School contest presented by National Bank with collaboration with the Habs in March. So good job. So they're just doing that sort of stuff.
Cool.
Good for them. And aside from that, haven't heard a thing about any player anywhere at all. We are on the brink of having the worst moment in sports possibly happen either tonight or tomorrow. Thanks, by the way.
Tomorrow. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but I do have a feeling it's going to happen.
Yep.
This season.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. I mean, it was around
all of Canada.
It was around this time that I had, like 2 years ago, that I had my epic rant about the Leafs fan base when we ultimately went down 3-1. And we had it's our most viewed episode. Yeah, most viewed, commented, and disliked episode, aside from aside from the L Word episode, which is our most popular episode on YouTube, I should say.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah, kind of funny about that. Anyway, the Leafs are leading the series against the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-1 with a disaster of a game for Tampa last night.
Oh man, you do not. I'm sorry. You are up 4-1 in the third period and you lose to these motherfuckers and you let them beat in overtime?
Twice.
You deserve to lose. You lose to these frauds who haven't done a single thing when it counts for 20 years.
Twice.
You deserve to lose. I'm sorry. You don't lose to the Toronto Maple Leafs in overtime in the playoffs. That is pathetic. And that is a black mark on your resume for the rest of your life.
Twice in overtime.
Twice.
The overtime stuff is actually making Toronto right now, which is, well, there it is. So with that being said,
that's what I saw, and it's the first time I've ever seen that Maple Leafs, that team, have heart, because they have no heart as far as I'm concerned. And Austin Matthews decided to take over, and I've never seen him do that. Like, that was like, oh shit, I think he's made a decision here that they're not gonna fucking lose this thing. And I've never seen him do that. Like, that team has no heart as far as I'm concerned. Anytime that they do win in the playoffs, it's just a matter of skill and luck, but it's not emotion and heart and character and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I noted that in them in the past couple of games. Like these fuckers don't win in overtime in the playoffs, and they've done it twice now.
That's right. There it is. Now, that being said, Boston also fell to Florida tonight.
Yes.
Boston could have advanced, but Florida sticking with it. It would be in the best interest for the Habs if Florida loses now. They would get get the better pick out of them. So Boston could screw us because I swear to Christ, in the worst case scenario, it's going to be the Maple Leafs against the fucking Panthers.
Ew.
which would then put them probably up against who knows how Carolina and Islanders is going to go. Probably going to be Carolina. Who knows how Devils Rangers is going to go. That series is insane. Tied
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
because that's going
Because
to
the
be the
Devils
thing.
were all but written off a couple of nights ago.
Oh yeah. But then the kids decided to play because the Devils, to me, the Devils are the Cinderella story here. They were very good in the regular season, but it's like they're a young team. They don't have goaltenders, none. It's just a guy hobbled together with Gorilla Glue and wood. That's their goalie. But because compared to Igor Shesterkin, oh my god, with the Rangers, because it is the Rangers series to lose if they lose it to the Devils. And let me tell you something. Being a New Yorker and seeing the Devils winning against the Rangers in New York, oh boy, there's a lot of unhappy New Yorkers. They aren't happy. They're not happy about this.
Happy for the Devils that they found a way to, like, miraculously found a way to win games.
Yeah.
As soon as Subban was off their team.
Yeah,
Coincidence?
weird. It's weird how the success just turned around when you get rid of a complete lackluster prima donna, cancer in the locker room.
But yeah.
Oh my God, the things that people don't know. Jesus,
What
about
is
that.
he doing? What is he doing these days?
ESPN.
Other stupid, like, fucking mega shit.
ESPN.
Is he still, like, even during the playoffs?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't really keep tabs.
Yeah,
But that's
well,
it
I
for our
haven't been-
time. We're the Happy Half Hour.
We're the happy half hour now.
Yep, at the off season.
Off-season happy half hour.
We may have ourselves another hour-long season once the draft is over. Just do a review of the new kids coming in, and the draft is in less than 2 weeks. Draft lottery. I'm sorry, the draft lottery is in less than 2 weeks, so that will give us more things to talk about. Best that the
We should
Habs can
have
do.
Grant on. Let's get Grant back.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Best the Habs can do is win it, which is that would be
Shit.
that would be miraculous beyond anything that we could ever hope for.
Not expecting that.
Or they could do as poorly as 7th, which in this draft, who knows? All right, so that's it. Okay,
What we get. Okay, goodbye.
that's right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening, and bye.
Rate, review, subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I hear on the podcast that I listen to. It's like, rate, review, subscribe.
Every YouTube.
But we're not monetized. We don't try to make money on
We
this.
could do ads. Actually, have like a script on that. It's so fucking lazy.
Meet me in the crowd. People, throw your love around. Love me, take it